Imagine looking up at the night sky and realizing the moon is no longer still. It's growing larger, brighter, closer. Each night, its glow swells until it fills half the heavens. Tides rise, storms grow violent. Cities along the coasts begin to tremble, and then humanity learns the impossible truth. The moon is falling. For the first time in history, Earth is no longer the calm, stable home we thought it was. It is the target of its own satellite. What happens next is beyond apocalyptic. For billions of years, the moon has circled Earth like a silent guardian. It has controlled the tides, stabilized our seasons, and shaped the evolution of life itself. But in this scenario, something has gone catastrophically wrong. A cosmic event, a passing rogue planet, a gravitational disturbance, or a massive asteroid impact has nudged the moon off its stable orbit. Now its fate is sealed, and so is ours. This is not fantasy, it is physics, unleashed, and the question that rises, cold and disturbing, is simple. What if the moon crashed into Earth? At first, the change is almost invisible. Astronomers detect slight variations in the moon's orbit, millimeters, then centimeters, then meters, but over months, this descent accelerates. Night after night, the moon grows larger in the sky. Crater details sharpen. Shadows deepen. The familiar shape becomes menacing. Tides begin rising far beyond normal limits. Beaches vanish. Fishing towns drown beneath the swelling seas. Humanity realizes the moon is no longer a distant companion. It is a threat. As it draws closer, its gravitational pull intensifies. Tides surge into mega-tsunamis, towering walls of water that obliterate coastal cities. New York, Karachi, Dhaka, Tokyo, all swallowed in hours. The ocean reclaims land on a planetary scale. The world map is rewritten. The violent pull tears at Earth's crust. Massive earthquakes ripple across continents. Volcanic systems destabilize, waking giants that have slept for thousands of years. Entire regions are shredded by cracks in the ground. Magma rises to the surface. Ash darkens the sky. The moon is not just falling, it is reshaping Earth from the inside out. The atmosphere twists under gravitational distortion. Jet streams falter and twist into new patterns. Weather systems swell into superstorms. Cyclones, the size of small countries, march across oceans. Lightning forks endlessly in darkened skies. Rain falls in sheets heavy enough to strip paint from metal. Humanity watches the world they knew transform into something alien. How do we know what this nightmare would look like? We look to history, the violent birth of our own moon. Billions of years ago, a Mars-sized object called Theia collided with young Earth. That impact melted the crust, turned oceans into vapor, and threw molten rock into orbit. That debris became the moon. If the moon returned to us, it would recreate that cosmic violence. But now Earth has oceans, continents, and life. It would not be a gentle reunion, it would be an annihilation. As the moon spirals closer, it approaches a critical boundary, the Roche limit. This is the point where Earth's gravity becomes stronger than the moon's ability to hold itself together. When the moon crosses this threshold, it begins to break apart. Gigantic fragments tear free, whole mountain-sized chunks tumble into space. Rivers of molten rock spill from the moon's fractured core. A glowing arc of debris forms, a temporary ring around Earth, shimmering like a cosmic warning. But this ring is unstable. Gravity begins pulling pieces downward. What follows is a rain of fire. Moon fragments slam into Earth with the force of nuclear weapons. Each impact sends shockwaves that flatten everything for miles. Forests ignite. Oceans boil around the edges of impact zones. Ash clouds expand until daylight fades everywhere. Civilization collapses in the chaos. Governments fall, power grids fail. Humanity is pushed to the brink of extinction long before the final collision. Eventually, the remaining core of the moon, still massive, still unstoppable, slams into Earth. The energy released is beyond comprehension. Trillions of nuclear bombs detonating at once. The shockwave liquefies continents. The atmosphere is torn away in massive sections. Oceans flash to steam. Mountains crumble into rivers of fire. The surface becomes an ocean of magma. Earth's rotation may shift violently. The planet's axis tilts. Day and night become meaningless. Life, as we know, it is erased in seconds. When the violence settles, only two outcomes remain possible. The first, Earth and the Moon merge into a single, larger planet. The second, a portion of the debris launched into orbit forms a new ring system around Earth, glittering but deadly. Either way, the world that rises from the fire is unrecognizable, civilization is gone, nature is gone, only the toughest microscopic life, deep below the surface or far beneath the sea, has any chance of surviving. For billions of years, the moon has been our stabilizer, our protector. Without it, Earth would wobble wildly, seasons would change chaotically, and the evolution of life might have taken a completely different path. The moon's quiet presence made our world calm and livable, but in this scenario, that same presence becomes our destroyer. The truth is simple and terrifying. The moon is peaceful only because it is distant, because it stays where it belongs. But imagine a universe where it didn't, where a slight gravitational nudge was enough to turn our sky into a countdown timer, where the calm face of the moon became a signal of approaching doom. If a celestial body as familiar as the moon could fall from the heavens, what else in the universe might already be moving toward us, unseen, unstoppable? What if this disaster is only one of many cosmic threats waiting in the dark? And most haunting of all, what if we never see the next one coming?